I'm continually stunned by the extremes to which a pharmaceutical company will go when attempting to get FDA approval for some new drug. Take a look at the latest offering from privately held Sprout Pharmaceuticals, who claim that they now have a female Viagra. Yeah, really. It's called Addyi. This drug is potentially dangerous with some frightening side effects. They include an increased risk of syncope, which is temporary loss of consciousness, as well as severe low blood sugar, insomnia, dry mouth, fatigue, dizziness, sedation, and anxiety. Manufacturers warn, if you decide to use it, do not drink alcohol. Personally, I wouldn't touch Addyi with a 10-foot pole. Addyi is actually Flibanserin. It's a failed antidepressant. Unlike Viagra, which is designed to bring more blood flow to male genitals if a man chooses to use it temporarily, Addyi is supposed to be used every day long-term by women. Can you imagine? It claims to enhance a woman's sexual impulse by targeting not her genitals, but her brain. Flibanserin is similar to other selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, the SSRIs, like Prozac. Ironically, these drugs are notorious for not increasing libido, but for blunting it. Some time ago, Big Pharma invented a whole new, quote, illness, unquote, known as Hypoactive Sexual Desire Disorder. And it's defined as, quote, persistently or recurrently deficient or absent sexual fantasies and desire for sexual activity, end of quote. Addyi is supposed to fix this. Originally developed by family-owned Boehringer Ingelheim in Germany, Flibanserin, after lengthy trials, was judged to be ineffective as an antidepressant. Boehringer had submitted this drug to the FDA for approval in 2011. It was refused. Out of 1,300 women who took part in trials, 15% of them dropped out due to unpleasant side effects. The FDA rejected the appeal, saying that whatever the drug's minor benefits might be, they could not justify its nasty side effects. So, Boehringer sold their invention to Sprout Pharmaceuticals, and that was, I think, in 2011. And Sprout tried their luck with the FDA in 2013, but they also got nowhere. However, Sprout's persistence, massive lobbying, and financial investments amassed more than 60,000 supporting signatures, and so they finally won the FDA's approval for this drug in August of 2015. This FDA approval stands next to many other applications which have won the FDA approval in the past, showing that when companies spend enough money, they can, in effect, force the FDA to approve many useless or dangerous drugs. Adrian Fuberman, MD, who is pharmacology professor at Georgetown University, describes Addyi as, quote, a mediocre aphrodisiac with scary side effects, unquote. She adds, quote, the only thing that's different is a clever, aggressive public relations campaign that Sprout Pharmaceuticals waged successfully. Meanwhile, the outspoken Dr. Mark Serkis makes his own assessment of the situation, which is well worth listening to. Serkis says, and I quote, most doctors and medical associations just don't get that women are different from men sexually. They do not have genitals that function independently of their hearts and minds. The female principle is pretty much dead in modern civilization, and especially at the FDA, says Serkis, which runs like the SS, a medical Gestapo. The FDA again proves what type of organization it is, exposing women in America to the dangers and horrors of pharmaceutical drugs. They are, again, says Serkis, the most unnatural organization in the world, poisoning people instead of helping them. I have to say, I agree. Need I say more? If you want to learn about safe, natural aphrodisiacs that not only work but are a delight to use. I'll be covering some of my favorites in the next 2 videocasts. Look forward to seeing you then.